Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from the awesome game of the day. Back here with SLeet, and we are going to be talking a bit about your future, man. What are you looking to do in StarCraft? What is your objective? Is it get into WCS Premier League? Are you trying to be the new Foreign Hope? Or are you just looking to enjoy kind of like a hobby on the side? How invested are you into StarCraft right now?
I'm pretty invested. I mean, if we're going full pipe dream, I would love to be able to count myself as one of the best, if not the best foreigner. That's all I could possibly want. Actually, all I could possibly want would be this is what I thought of when I first started playing, was that I wanted to be the foreigner who goes to Korea and wins the GSL. So like ultimate goal in terms of kind of what I want from the game and what I think would be, and I don't know that StarCraft will be, something full time for me, but I'd love to be able to continue to play and go to events and compete and meet all of the great people from around the world who love esports.
Is there a world in which you do decide to go full-time?
I mean, there is a level. I think if I were to do something like make Premier round of 8, something like that, some really definitive sign to me that this is something I could do, and with more time I could be at the next level, at the highest level, then I would absolutely go full-time. But for now, since obviously I have not yet done that, for now I'm just going to stick with part-time and see how good I can get.
Do you feel like you're going to ever be able to get to that level?
I'm not sure. I think so. I think it's a little hard to say, but I know when I graduate, I'm going to have actually a lot more time than I have now.
Funny how that works out.
Yeah. So I think that I will be able to expand, and I'll be able to stream a lot more and continue to improve. And I think it's not inconceivable that I could make Premier by the end of this year.
Speaking of kind of more into the future, sounds like you want to make Premier by the end of the year. Let's talk about 2 years from now. Where do you see yourself ideally in StarCraft?
I'd like to be one of those people who, when you go to an event or when you turn into an event, I want you to be watching for me. I want people to, go watch an IEM or a DreamHack. Like, oh man, SLeet's playing. I gotta go watch that game.
Do you feel like that's a goal that you can achieve then by the end of next year?
I think so. It kind of depends because so much is uncertain, especially with graduating. I'm not really sure what the future is going to hold, or anything that might come up, but I think it is achievable.
And I guess on a related note then, how are you feeling about your chances in Legacy of the Void, since that is, I think, very tied to that sort of uncertainty you might also have?
I feel like Legacy of the Void will be good for me in the same way that Heart of the Swarm was good for me in the early stages, which is a lot of what I struggle with is super late game, big army versus big army, that kind of thing I'm not as comfortable with. But early game harassment, early game multitask, I feel really comfortable with, and that's being emphasized in Legacy of the Void. So I think that that could be really good for me.
One final question, and it's the question I ask everyone who comes on the show. Why should people support you? Why should people be cheering for you to do well?
I'm very attractive. No, the real answer is that people watching the show, all of you watching right now, you should cheer for me, because cheering for me and me doing well would be the realization of a dream that almost everybody who really likes StarCraft has had at one point. Watching me succeed and cheering for me means that, in a way, it's possible for everybody. And I think that's very inspiring, and I would love for that to happen. So that's why you should all cheer for me.
So in a sense, you're kind of saying that people cheering for you, you're cheering for the hard worker to kind of prove that hard work does sort of pay off in the end, that hard work can get you to that point. Because I think a lot of what I've gotten from talking to you today, Anton, is that you are a pretty hard worker. You don't necessarily have the time, you don't necessarily have all of the availability in terms of, you have school, you have job and all this other stuff going on, but through hard work, regimented practice, and just honest to God effort, you feel like if you can make it work, then anyone can make it work through the same means. Well, thank you very much, Anton. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on for Breakout. I want to remind everyone, we are not done with the show. There's still the fun segment coming up where we're going to try and humiliate Anton as much as possible. So please stick around for that. But before that, you have some shout outs to give. Go ahead and give them away now.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank my team, PSISTORM Gaming. So I got the shirt. All of our sponsors, all my teammates, and everyone who hopefully will be cheering for me now, and everyone who's cheered for me in the past. Thank you all so much.
Thank you very much, Anton. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going to the fun segment in just a second, but I do want to remind everyone, if you did enjoy the show, please do consider following the channel, as well as over on youtube.com/FearDragon64 and twitch.tv/FearDragon64, whichever one you're not watching this on right now. If you're watching this live, go do the YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, go do the Twitch thing. And of course, if you do want to contribute to the Breakout Invitational prize pool itself, all the money will go directly there. If you go to the Twitch page, just down below the actual stream, you'll see a big button that says Breakout Invitational and has a donate button on it. Click that and you can donate however much you want to contribute to the Invitational prize pool. Any amount is very much appreciated, and that Invitational is going to be coming up very soon, so hope to see you guys doing that. And of course, if you want to support the show in another way, you can also just consider subscribing to my Twitch channel over here on twitch.tv/FearDragon64. But that is going to be it. All of the links that Anton just mentioned will also be over in the chat, including his Twitter and his stream and all that good stuff. So guys, we will see you in the fun segment to close out the show. Have a wonderful night, guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the fun segment. I'm here with SLeet. For those of you who don't know what the fun segment is where we try to humiliate the player, make them regret coming on the show. They say, you know, oh yeah, I want to win that money in the Breakout Invitational. I need to make sure that they second guess their decision. What we do, and the way that we do that, is that we make them do a unit impersonation for 30 seconds. And we let them pick the unit that they're going to be impersonating. So SLeet, I hear that you've already picked your unit. What's your unit going to be?
My unit is going to be the carrier.
The carrier. All right. I'm wondering how this is going to work. If you're going to like detach your fingers and start acting as interceptors or what. But let's go ahead and see it, man.
Carrier has arrived. Carrier has arrived.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you very much for that, SLeet. If we can get you back on camera. Okay, well, that was an interesting character. I like the realism added for how long it takes to build an interceptor. It's just like pause.
Seriously, man. Building an interceptor takes like half an hour.
Oh my god. Well, thank you very much for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. We'll see you guys next time on Breaking Out.